I must say, Tyon, your scarf is very fancy, or at least the fur lining is. Scarf is kind of uncool, though. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 3! I'm SlayerMathis, and last time, we fixed a supply issue out here in Colony Iota. Ignore the part where we caused the supply issue. And this time, we have Alexandria's hero quest to take care of. But first, we gotta talk to Thorben! Once to Silver Rank we clawed our way, but the colony yet develops. All remains in flux. The very nature of battle is evolving, and the soldiers must learn to acclimate themselves to a new norm. The rebirth of life itself, one might say, reformed into something sweet and winsome. To which end there exists a need to broaden my horizons, to indulge in new sights and sounds and smells. I like Thorben.
Just ask yourself, can we really afford not to do it? Please convey this to Dame Alex.
Look, I'm telling you, there's no way she'd agree.
You seem to be having fun. Mind if I join in on the pleasantries?
Huh? Dame Alex?
We can explain everything.
Don't trouble yourself, Chickadee. I'll hear it from him directly.
I want to hold a tech summit with Colony 30.
Continue?
I know you're reluctant. But now that we've been released from the Flame Clock, and the wall between Kevis and Agnes has crumbled, now's the perfect time to institute a tech exchange. If it's successful, it could even lead to stronger, more lasting peace.
You had problems with Colony 30 in the past?
We fought against them before, just once. But they absolutely wiped the floor with us. Never before or since has Dame Alex misread an enemy to that degree. The bitter aftertaste from that event has lingered for years, giving us all headaches.
Who's bitter at whom now? It doesn't sound half bad. Let's have a technology summit.
Really?
Dame Alex?
Kevis's Colony 30 stands at the forefront of technology. This is not a problem in the slightest. Truly, not even a speck of one.
Now we've done it.
Chickadee, contact Colony 30. Tell them I'm coming.
Yes, understood.
Gambert, we will rendezvous there. I'll bring results home, you'll see.
Of course, Mom. I'll depart on the double.
They've definitely got skills there, but this is Valdi we're talking about. I don't think you need to get so worked up.
Suppose I told you that Colony 30 was currently struggling with an urgent water shortage. What would you imagine?
Huh? Oh, I don't know. Burst water mains or something?
Or their spring dried up?
Incorrect. The right answer was big cleaning project at the colony.
Oh, you have got to be joking.
Regrettably, I am not. It really happened.
That does kind of sound like Valdi, though, huh?
There are also many Nopon living there. They tend to follow their own unique rules.
Precisely. They are unique, and therefore worth studying in greater depth. Knowing your opponent and preparing accordingly, that is the foundation of any battle.
Do you still consider Colony 30 your enemy then, Alexandria?
This isn't about enemies or allies. All I'm saying is that the side that gets careless loses.
So your strategy is outright distrust then?
What are you trying to say?
Hurt others first to avoid being hurt yourself. Do you think that's logical?
It's a matter of opinion.
And you're entitled to that. Say what you will, but they've got a good colony over there. Right. If you don't mind, could we attend this technology summit of yours? We could help introduce you and Valdi, too.
Yes. I dare say with you by my side, they may be less guarded than otherwise. I suppose I may require your assistance.
And so we start Inescapable Past.
So that's the state of affairs.
I will not fail. I will not.
The grudge seems pretty deep-seated.
And so it's on our way to Colony 30. Again, it's always, I love that about the Ascension Quest, how we do get to see the interactions between colonies. Unfortunately, of course, it is a little bit limited because it's mostly just the ones that you're required to have in story. So, it's what, 430 and Tau are pretty much the only colonies that really get interaction with. Just because it's a little bit too complex, not necessarily complex, but a little bit too annoying if you have to have multiple hero quests finished or to get an Ascension quest. Oh, and the city gets some interaction as well. I suppose that's true.
Whoa! Whoa! This is all just so over the top!
Yes, though mainly your reaction.
Ah! Welcome, welcome. I've been waiting.
Hey, pal. How you doing?
Not too shabby, I suppose. Riku, Chief, Manana.
Friend Valdi! Manana missed friend!
Yeah, no need to be shy, Chief.
I envy you your energy levels, bud.
It has been a while. I'm glad to see you in high spirits.
Thank you. And yes, I'm pretty good. Who's this?
She's the commander from Colony Iota. You got the message, right?
Oh, you're Alexandria. Thanks for reaching out.
It's Alexandria, actually. It would honor me greatly if you'd remember.
Alexandria. A pleasure to meet you. I'm the commander of Colony 30, Valdi. This will be my first technology summit. I'm really excited about this.
I myself, not so much.
Hey now.
Really? You don't like Levnesses?
I don't, especially yours.
I see. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Then I hope that by the end of the day, you'll have learned to love them just as much as I do.
You're a credit to your colony, Commander. But don't you think you should be on your guard, even a little?
Why would I? We have no reason to fight.
You might be the only one who thinks that.
Obviously not. If I was, the others wouldn't have brought you.
You trust them, don't you?
Just as you do. Right, Alexandria?
Yes, of course.
All right then. Let me show you around. There's lots of stuff on the ground, so you'll have to watch your step. I have nothing to hide from friends. Feel free to look around.
So that's the state of affairs.
Valdi seems happy, doesn't he? I bet he doesn't get to show off like this very often.
I love it. Everywhere I turn, there's hard-working Noppon.
Oh, they're not working. They're just doing their own thing. They snooze when they're sleepy and eat when they're hungry. Sometimes they just wander off.
Still, they look quite busy. What might they be making?
So just listen to this. I've been thinking about it a while. We're looking into constructing a smaller, stronger Levnis, focusing on 3 pillars: durability, serviceability, and ease of use. Actually, the whole premise of our work, like fixing things, might need rethinking. If you put too many features on one Levnis, then you need more time and parts, and it ends up costly and hard. Not to mention the handling, so to get out of the cycle.
All right, calm down now.
Huh? But I was calm.
I like this guy already. This new model's design is really very interesting.
Thank you. I'm happy you think so. Oh, hey, do you want to work with us? We've just been looking for team members for Project Bingo.
Bingo?
It's what I'm calling this new model. I was thinking about it, and when I figured it out, it was like, bingo. So we named it that.
Sounds great. I spend lots of time thinking about stuff too. So I'd love some hands-on experience to really improve and...
Gumbert?
By which, of course, I mean... Do you have any units in a state closer to completion?
Sure I do. I just made friends with one such unit recently, in fact.
What do you mean, friends?
I'll introduce you. She's in the hangar over there.
How many Levnises does he have here? These are his friends.
Don't worry too much about it. This is Valdi we're talking about.
I do love the contrast between Valdi and Alexandria, how Alexandria possibly is a little bit too work-focused, while Valdi is not work-focused almost like at all. He is very much like the Napon. He does stuff when he wants to.
Ah, there she is.
What the?
Wait. Robo Buddy is a friendly.
Robo... Buddy.
It's this little one's name.
Where'd you pick it up?
Oh, she was strolling about outside.
It must have been on patrol, dude. Did you have to go and drag it in?
It doesn't treat Kevesi as hostiles. Does it not even distinguish between Kevis and Agnes? But why would that be? Some error in the control circuits?
There's no errors here, and she's not broken.
You're conversant with Agnian technology?
No way. Well, I guess I dabble, but there's tons of stuff I don't understand there. That's where I started tinkering with those that I do. First, the question of how Agnian autolevs operate autonomously. I think it's mostly to do with ether signaling, but I figured if we could break it down, we might be able to transmit stuff back to them from our side as well. Anyway, I spent ages racking my brain about it, but if you look at stuff like friend or foe identification, it gets mixed up.
Wait, back up. Are you saying you can control it?
Well, it's not that precise, really. But at least we're friends now. Right?
Is this for real?
If they actually succeed at implementing this at scale,
Yeah. It would turn the rules of engagement right on their sparking head.
Valdi, what are you having RoboBuddy do?
Just moving and disposing of materials. It's still in the test phase, so we're keeping things simple.
And which section is in charge?
That would be the bingo guys. Why?
Why don't I ask you straight? Are you planning to use it as a weapon?
No flipping way. I would never. She's not for fighting. I made friends with her to stay friends with her.
Well, if that's the case, then it would seem you've missed your mark. Your friend seems to have other plans.
Robo-Buddy, why?
No use debating it. Ready arms.
Truly a tragedy has taken place. We must fight Robo-Buddy. One thing that I did not mention as of yet is that this is actually quite similar to just the fact that we in general have, oh my god, what am I trying to say? That we in general have, like, it's a higher level. Alright, this is a higher level quest. I believe it is 57 recommended. Similar to how Her Reasons was also a high level. And we can at least get a smash on in. Get power charge, get all that. We're good.
Robo-Buddy.
Well, that makes things clear. Somebody within Colony 30 has been secretly misappropriating materials.
Misappropriating? What are you talking about?
Look at the Collectopedia card. You said the 3 pillars for your new Levnis were durability, serviceability, and ease of use. However, you'll notice that the materials RoboBuddy was collecting were waning lapis and venolium. A brittle rock and a highly scarce metal. What ought we to think about that?
Oh, you're right. This isn't what I asked for. But hang on, Alexandria. How did you know to check our Collectopedia cards?
I asked her to. I figured it might help. But it looks like I was right. Do you have any idea who the culprit might be?
Not at all. Maybe it's all just a big misunderstanding.
No, RoboBuddy clearly turned hostile and attacked us. Which is to say, it must have been under the control of someone other than Valdi.
But what were they after?
Might it have been to make a poison?
Poison?
Yes. Both of those materials contained certain toxic compounds. Of particular note is the lack of identifiable scent or flavor. When mixed in with food, they're nearly unnoticeable.
Well, someone's well read.
Our consul had some shady hobbies, and he liked to talk.
So, what would happen if you swallowed it?
Depending on the concentration, dizziness, numbness, diarrhea, emesis, and in more severe cases.
Ugh, enough.
Oh, fantastic. I managed to retrieve the logs. If we analyze them, we should be able to figure out where it came from. Is that okay?
A-okay by me. We gotta stop the baddies.
All right then. Sorry to use your friend like this.
Looks like the friendship part might have all been in my head. But thanks for thinking of it that way anyway.
Honestly, such carelessness.
Alexandria? You've been looking sad all this time. Is something the matter? Anything we could help with?
I'm used to all this, and I hate it.
Alex? Did you hear me?
It's nothing. You don't have to worry.
All right, analysis is complete. You can unpack the data whenever.
Good job, Gambert. Why don't you wait here? Commander, I trust I can leave my man with you?
Huh? I thought I'd be going with you.
But there may be other machines like RoboBuddy. You're the only one who can tell them apart. Let's tackle both threads simultaneously.
Yeah, okay. I'll stay in the colony this time then. Give RoboBuddy's boss my regards.
Anything to say? Doesn't look like. Frankly, I'm not worried about Dame Alex. What I'm concerned about, though, Project Bingo, am I right? The massive one, dork. I mean, have you seen that? Wish I could have more time. Wish I had more eyes. I wish there were more of me. Breathe, Gambert, breathe.
Huh? Hey, did you guys hear something?
Ugh, it's a shame about RoboBuddy, but it did get me thinking. I have to stay on top of my analyses and make sure I can be friends with all the RoboBuddies of the future. I mean, I added in the all part, or whatever. Again, the interaction between Alex and Valerie is great because they are very much polar opposites. So, yeah, just, you know, getting to know each other, being all nice and friendly. Let's go with friendly. It is difficult to see these tracks. They are not very clear. I do know where we're supposed to go, but still, like,
Tyon,
again,
what's your opinion on this?
It's mostly aligned with yours. There's something else going on here.
and we did hear about that water shortage, so, you know, maybe she didn't mention how it is with water, but, you know, could be similar sort of deal. But yeah, the interaction between Valley and Alexandria is real fun, and it does make me wish that we had a little bit more interaction with side characters. That's something that I just kind of overall wish was a little bit better, mainly in 2 and 3. Xenoblade 1 doesn't have all too many side characters, but I wish there was more interaction between the side, like, with the side characters, the optional characters. Oh, there we are. Got lost for a moment. Take a sharp right. Again, it is a bit of a shame that you only have interactions with colonies 4, 30, Tau, and the city. Because, like, it'd be real nice to have more to it, right? Like, you know, I want to see, I don't know, I want to see Iota interact with Gamma. Or, because technically Lambda's optional too. Well, kind of. Iserta's optional. Lambda's not. But yeah, it would be really nice if we could have those extra interactions. Because I do think it would be fun to see... what are some examples?
Hey, get a load of this.
What are some examples? Yeah, I'll just... Excuse me? Like, I'm trying to think of some of the more fun examples that we could have. Ooh, Ashera and Alexandria. That sounds like a fun group. And of course, sadly, you can't have multiple heroes, so you can't have any interaction between two sets of heroes. So, it does just mean that some people just don't get to interact at all, despite it sounding real fun. And again, like, Alexandria and Ashera sounds incredibly fun of an interaction. And it would mostly be just Alexandria being incredibly disappointed. Speaking of Ashera, we're not going to be able to get to her Ascension quest for a while. I forget I think hers is a Chapter 7. But, yeah, we are... After this one, it's going to be a little while before we get to the next Ascension quest. Where are we at? Over here. Just because the next one is in the city. And gonna finish up stuff in 4. Then... Yeah. Do stuff in 4. Well, obviously double check Iota. Then do stuff in 4. Which there's quite a bit to do in Colony 4. Got 4, then Lambda, then Tau. Then Colony 11. We're gonna hit up. And then after that, it'll be finally doing side quests in the city.
Alex, are you okay? You're not looking too well.
It's nothing. I'm just thinking about the past.
Thinking about the past. I'm gonna ignore them. I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, it'll be a while between Ascension quests. So, that'll be nice, maybe? It's a few more lower stakes videos, I guess. Just, you know, sit back, relax, all that good stuff.
This is where the logs run out. Let's search the surroundings.
No, hold on. Past there is...
I didn't for a minute dream you'd fall for the oldest trick in the book. Dear Ouroboros, how do we ever fear you?
I know that screech. It's the consul from Valdez!
So he's alive?
If I died so easily, I'd be a human. But as fortune has it, Hey! I'm still talking here!
I'm sorry. I couldn't care less. How primitive can you get? You didn't really think you'd fooled me.
No.
Ha!
I knew you for a craven, Alex. You were plainly going to secure the retreat.
Oh, so you do have two brains. Everything's going numb.
A very special liveness that was. Oh, it isn't fast acting, so relax. I formulated it for the water supply, you see.
You're after Colony 30.
It doesn't matter so much where. The important thing is the water. It will soon become the object of the most vicious raids!
You worm!
However, seeing as you're here, I might arrange a whole different playtime. We can create a tableau of your little act of betrayal. And see how you like it when you're the one being poisoned!
Act of betrayal?
Mother! Stop spewing your idiot lies!
Oh dear, you haven't told your friends then. Well then. I guess they're no friends of yours!
Too slow! Master E gave me the full lowdown already! This little mix has every ambition drilled her to kill her old commander! She brewed up a poison to make him weak, then staged it like he died in battle! Even better, she made her accomplices team leaders to shut them up! And they're still chumming it up today!
Alex.
He's telling the truth. I regret nothing. He wasted men and resources, clung to outdated tactics. If his tyranny continued, Iota would surely have collapsed.
Oh, how grisly! How ghastly! Never knowing when one might die in one's sleep. Unable to trust your friends. I'd go so far as to say they lost their trust in you.
That's right. And so, I'm not asking you to trust me.
You owe us some cheap bait there. That's not like you.
Everyone's got some husks in their closet. And as for me, I'm choosing to trust you.
Oh, cut me! Right to the quick. In this game, to the cruel go the spoils. Let me demonstrate in quick order!
And so we've got Mobius Q's outfit. And I do like the fact that Alexandria just, she is not exactly a good person, to say the least. I mean, you kind of assume that from the whole... Yeah, well... This is just going great to start things off. But yeah, Alexandria just, straight up, she's not really regretful of her action there, and oh boy. Didn't get a smash in there. Okay. What we need is a revive right now so we can get Uni up. Because we have Liberty Wing. Yeah, it's a little bit early, but well, we can still focus on this. I'm spamming the button for Liberty Wing. And apparently we got the goal for Aquatic Missile. Alright, everyone's back up. And we're good. Alright. Gonna use this to at least take one down. I don't think I have Overkill turned on, which is actually a little bit of a shame because it means we'll have less time for healing. Sure. Doesn't matter terribly much. So we'll start with Alexandria. We will move on to Tyon. Get some art heal on hit. And then this would get us Alexandria up again, which I think I'm fine with. 134. I don't think there's any way we could get a Bravo or Excellent. Great. I don't know. Oh, that gets us Tyon back up. Okay. Not what I expected. Mia would get us the most. So we can launch. No, I need to have a little bit of backup. What we then need is Vital Bullet. Gets us that up. We can throw another heal on hit. No problemos there. And then we can also smash. Ah, really? One off. Okay, yeah, that's actually a bit of a shame that I have Overkill off. Where's the other Armadillo? Where the hell is it doing all the way up there? Yeah, focus down on the smaller guys, we just need to get rid of enemies. That's the main priority right now. Would have been nice to get some extra hits out on Q, but right now we just need the... Hello, cat. Right now we just need to take out enemies. And a nice thing is that we do have our interlink back up, which can... Oh, well, now we don't. Okay. I'm gonna get it back up at least. Maybe we won't need it, but just in case. And I need to remember to update Uni's Soul Tree, because I don't think I have the... I don't think I have, oh my god, I'm struggling with words. I don't think I have chaining unlocked on hers. Let's do that. Alright, perfect. And then let's just get the chain attack up before. Alright, let's start off with bypass defense. I think that's the smartest thing to do here. He did not resist break, which is very nice for us. It's up to a 59 right away. Then we can go... Yep, same start as before. It's fine. Gets us a cool. Yeah, we are... I mean... We are quite under-leveled for it, but we're starting to get to a point where it's on the more difficult side. Let's topple. Were you already toppled? I think you might have been. Whoops. Then... I should have done Senna first. That might really hurt in the end. No, never mind. That did a lot more percentage than I was expecting. Also, geez, Q is tanky. Gets us a Bravo, which also gets us Alexandria back up. Which means we most likely are getting an excellent. Not guaranteed, but most likely. And then for you, we can try to inflict you with bleed and fail. Wide slash. And then for this, I guess, back crit. Gets us 106. Jeez, Alexandria. I mean, she does start off with 30 TP, so that's already very good. Right, it was 30. And oh my god, what a set. We can go with that pairing. Obviously go with the smash. Good lord, that did a lot. And then back to Alexandria. We can get 197. That's fine. Torrent Wave's not going to do much. It's War Medic. And that gives us Ouroboros. For a Big Bang Implosion. Senna's the one I'm most confident in not going over. And then we can do another heal on hit, even though it's not really necessary. We are at full health. And I assume this will end things off for him, but I mean, not guaranteed. And finally, Alexandria again, because crits. Yeah. Alexandria is very good in chain attacks. She's not the best. Fiona is still much, much better. But Alexandria is very good. Even yet, and Jesus. Wow, he has a lot of health. Well, I mean, yeah. A lot of health. And with the minion defenders. Alright. Come on. Gotta just wiggle them free. Which does slow us down quite a bit. I mean, the nice thing is that we do have 2 people in as... we have 2 people in as Nipponic champions, so dying a bunch isn't that big of a deal. Do I have guaranteed evade? I did, but it was too late for me to really get to that. And then here, let's extend combo time a little bit. So KO Wounded is also the under 30, but bosses are immune. And I think most unique monsters are immune as well. But, yeah. Wow, I only have 59 HP. You know what? We have 4 people. That should be enough. We don't have too much to go through. So here, let's go with Tyrant Wave. We shouldn't need too much. Still is quite a bit of a ways, but with War Medic being one of our one's up, we can get some pretty good health in there at least. Okay, I don't think we're getting anything more than this one. But still. Big important thing is the heal. And then Senna up. That'll get us the closest, but if I lose after fighting for this long, I'll be sad. And alright. We're starting to get people back up. Yeah, get Uni. We need to get our Uni one in. Just in case we get some big deaths. And I think we're good. Liberty Wing is so valuable if you haven't noticed. Being able to revive the entire party, I mean, sure, you lose the rest of your Interlink, but it doesn't really matter a lot of the time. If you're using Liberty Wing, either it's at the end of your Interlink anyways. So, yeah. We did it!
Alex!
I see a blind spot!
Let me go! You have to, or you'll...
Alex, you said it yourself. You were counting on us.
This here's my friend. So back off!
We're not done here! What is this? Damn swindle!
That was too close for comfort.
You can say that again.
Oi! What the spark were you playing at? I seriously thought you'd snuff it.
Hey, I trust you. I knew you'd make it in time. Probably.
What?
On what basis?
Well, I didn't exactly have time to ponder it.
You smug little clod.
Please don't frighten me like that.
But why? How can you do those things? You could have died.
Yes, but that's just Noah's way.
How have you survived this long if you're always so careless?
I'm telling you, we count on one another. That's how we've learned to do it. Perhaps I'm not explaining it right. But in any case, I think there's something rather elegant at the heart of it.
So that's what you call strategy? I swear, you Ouroboros must be the most peculiar people I've met.
Too peculiar to trust?
If you were, I'd have been long gone. Thank you for trusting me.
Right back at you. Let's get back to Valdi. He's probably getting worried.
All thanks to the power of friendship. And also reckless carelessness. That too. But yeah, finally, Mobius Q is dead. I'm sure it's fine. I already missed some dialogue anyways. Yeah, well.
Hey, welcome back, you guys. That was shocking news you sent. Didn't think I'd hear about Q again. I'm sorry about putting you through that.
Don't worry about it. We've gotten a lot out of the bargain as well, I assure you. And I'm sure Gambert has been absorbing it all like a sponge.
Dame Alex, about that. Respectfully, there's something I'd like to discuss, if you please.
You want to stay here, don't you?
How did you know?
The Nopon are staring. Well then, Valdi. What would you say if I proposed a temporary staff exchange? Gambert, for one of your mechanics?
Dame Alex? Really?
I think it would be intellectually stimulating for both our sides.
All right, sounds cool. Let me quickly talk to my buds.
Dame Alex, what's brought this on?
Pardon? Brought what on?
Never mind.
We got the okay. They say they'll move ASAP.
Very good. This should help foster better relations between our colonies.
What do you mean better? We're already fast friends.
You're right. I misspoke.
Gambit, come on. Gotta introduce you to everyone.
Huh? What? Now? Hey, hang on!
Well, that's one thing taken care of.
Right. About that.
We won't tell anyone about what Q said.
I mean, it's not like you could get court-martialed for it at this point.
For the record, though, I can't say I approve of your methodology.
Indeed, if you try something like that again, well, we'll just have to stop you. And then we'll put our heads together to come up with a less bloody way. So no more agonizing alone, got it?
That's reassuring.
If that's how you really feel, then let us help you. That is, since we're friends now and all.
Thank you.
Sure. And thank you too.
Wow.
That was for saving me earlier? I hadn't had a chance to say it sooner.
You really didn't have to.
It would have eaten at me if I didn't.
I have to say, I thought you were more chill than that, Alexandria.
Aw, she's actually kind of a sweetheart, ain't she?
What? Are you making fun of me?
It's just a bit of friendly banter. You'll get used to it in no time.
So she's learned how to open up a little. Good for her.
And that completes Inescapable Pass. Alexandria's pain and true feelings came to light, and the real bridges of trust were built between Colonies 30 and Iota. Healthier relations now seem possible.
So that's the state of affairs.
Alexandria is now at rank 20, and we can also get up to rank 20. So, I think that's perfect timing for
I'll take the offensive then.
us to go into the Incursor. We'll start off with the skills. Or actually, we'll start off with the multipliers. At level 20, your multipliers are 0.75 HP, 1.20 attack, 0.2 HP. Yes, this is a very low HP class, unless I actually put that in wrong, which I might have. 1.05 dexterity, 1.0 agility, 20 defense, physical, and 10 ether at level 20. Did I put that in wrong? Maybe. Unless these are all just really low HP classes. We'll check the War Medic. Yeah, no, I think I did. Maybe. And it is also Tyon, and Tyon's not the bulkiest. Anyways, that's besides the point. Going into the skills, Adroit Blade boosts the damage in battle for every critical hit you land, with a maximum of up to 150%. The criticals go up from 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8% per crit. Floating Kill boosts your crit chance against launched enemies, goes from 60, 70, 80, 90, and finally doubles your crit rate. That's something I should mention. It's not like... This doesn't change it to 80%. This is boosts it by 80%. So... be close. I mean, it's still ridiculous. Somewhere around like the 70s, I think, if I do quick maths. But, yeah, it's very situational. Vigilance boosts the crit rate of your auto attacks. Goes from 50, 75, 100, 125, and 150. So yes, right now we have a, what is that, 94% chance of crit. Yeah. Incursion is ridiculous. And I for weak points boosts the attack, your crit rate goes up with every attack. It goes for 1, 1.2, 1.5, 1.7, and finally 2.0% per successful attack. It's very easy for the Incursor to crit every single attack. Let's just say that. Then moving on to our arts. Reversal Edge has a higher crit rate against enemies that are using an art. It will always have a 3-hit recharge. Goes from a 50 to a 70 at level 10, and finally a 100% crit bonus against enemies using arts, with power multiplier of 110, 120, 130, 145, and 165. Very situational again. If you can time it, then it is very good, because, I mean, double crit rate, again, with a 160 is pretty strong. But, again, you have to be really vigilant of when the enemy is using an art, so it's not for everyone. Next up is Sidewinder. It is an increased crit rate on attacks from behind. It goes from a 7 to a 6 at 10, and it will be a 4 at 15, where it remains until level 20. It goes from a 50% crit rate to a 75 at 10, and a 100 at 20. Back attacks are pretty good. One problem with the Incursor is that you will end up getting aggro a lot because of how much damage you deal, so it might be a little bit difficult to stay behind the enemy, but if you successfully can, this is a really good art. Because again, 100% crit rate on something that will end up with, oh shoot, I did not mark down power multiplier. That is a mistake on my part. Yeah, apparently I just didn't do that. Let me just grab that information real quick. Multiplier goes from 180 to 10, 235, 270, and 310. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that, but yeah, I just forgot to mark that down in my notes. Then we'll go on to Glitter Stream. Glitter Stream will inflict break on the side. Goes from 10 to 9 at level 10. Finally, 8 and 7. Power multiplier of 145, 170, 190, 220, and 250. Break arts are always good because they can start you off on your driver combos, battle combos. I don't know what they're called in this game, but driver combos is what they were called in 2. So I mean, it's break topple that's always needed. So break arts are always very good, and generally enemies will have higher break resistance than topple resistance. So if you can break an enemy, you can likely topple them as well. So Sidewinder is good for that. Aerial Slash is evade while using it, and it gives a 50% crit rate while using it. It will always be at 50%, but yeah. It goes from 8 to 7 at level 10 for recharge. Finally, 6 and 5 for the next 2 ones. Power multipliers of 270, 300, 325, 360, and 400. Not as ridiculous of the crit rates as some of your other ones, but it's also the highest powered thing out there. It is so good. Yeah, the Incursor is a ridiculous class. And finally, Mystic Vision. Increased crit rate by 25%, crit damage by 25%. That will always stay the same. Goes from 12, 11, 10, 9, and at level 20 will be 8. Our talent art is then Supreme Sword, which will boost damage dealt when attacking a launched enemy by 120%. It's 120% right now. It goes 100 to 120 at 10 and 150 at 20. Power multiplier of 500, 540, 560, 640, and 700. Again, very situational because launch is one of the slower, or one of the it runs out quickest. You don't have a very wide margin for getting that boost, but if you can get it, I mean, 150% on a 700, you're at over 1,000% extra damage, so it's pretty ridiculous. Again, the Incursor is super good. Moving on over to Alexandria. Her unique ones are Etched Deep, which is just a rename of Glitterstream. Luminous Illusion is just a rename of Aerial Slash. And then Mirage Divide is entirely new and replaces Mystic Vision. It boosts damage against enemies that are performing arts. It has a 5, and then at Ascension, a 3 goes from a 70% to a 100%, and a power multiplier of 235 to 310. If she happens to hit this, cool. But because you can't control heroes ever, don't rely on this. That said, it is only 3 recharge out of 310, so it can be very good, and I believe there are... I don't remember exactly how... I think there might be a game where you can play as the heroes, but I might just be thinking Archsage Gauntlet and all of that. As for Alexandria herself, she has a TP of 30. Her chain effect is the attacker bonus with a higher crit rate added on top of that. And her chain order is Whistling Blades, which will boost your crit rate during the chain attack by 20, 22, 25, 27, and finally 30% at levels 80 and above. The Incursor is a very simple class. It crits. That's really all it does. It crits, it crits, it crits. Yeah, you don't really have to do too much to strategize. Of course, finding out whether you want to attack in the back, maybe timing things with launches, with enemy arts, can be useful, but overall, you don't really have to think too much about this. As the fight goes on, you get even stronger. One big thing is the aggro management that can be a little bit difficult, so do keep that in mind. You'll just keep boosting your crit rate, you'll keep killing things. Alexandria as a hero is, again, pretty basic. It's just attacker effect with crit rate. It's just extra crit rate, but still, that can be ridiculous good, and especially with crits also boosting up your TP counter. Yeah, she can do a really good job as a hero. Break Art is nice, not particularly complex. Again, the Incursor is one of the most simple classes, and also one of the best out there. The Incursor is ridiculously good. As for her gems, Steady Striker, Steel Cleaver, Analyze Weakness. So, less attack interval, higher attack, and increased crit damage. Accessories, crit rate, higher damage when basically not having aggro, and what a shock, higher crit rate. And so, I always forget that technically we're traveling along with all of those, with all the city folk. Because guests are really just party members that you can't see. But that will do it for this time, and next time we'll be heading back to Colony 4, most likely. I don't think there's anything in Iota, but I'll check. But until then, see you guys later!